that's what I've been doing for like the past 2 years. Like people I want to see graduate, I've listened to podcasts that I feel like they were. So we have a plan. Have fun with that. I know. I was like,
Good evening. Graduates, please be seated. Welcome to the 137th Commencement program at Bradford Area High School. While many things have changed in the world since the graduating class of 1880, we continue to gather each spring in this time-honored ceremony to celebrate a milestone in the lives of these young people. In a few moments, I will introduce each of them to you as I recognize the members of our graduating class of 2017. I would like to extend a warm welcome to our graduates' families, friends, our invited guests, our faculty, the administration, and the school board members, as well as our superintendent. I'm honored that you're here to celebrate tonight's events with us. I would also like to welcome all of our viewers at home who are watching this webcast via the link on our website. Finally, I'd like to welcome our seniors, the class of 2017. This is an extremely proud night for all of our graduates and their families. I ask everyone to please be respectful and to maintain the dignity of the ceremony. Please honor the accomplishments of our seniors and the dedication and support of their families. Tonight we honor the students with a ceremony that salutes their collective achievement. I ask that everyone please be respectful of our students and refrain from yelling out names or making noises as individuals cross the stage. This is a proud moment in that young person's life, and we want the focus to be on them and not on someone drawing attention to themselves from the audience. The last thing we want is our students to be embarrassed by friends or family members. Thank you for your cooperation in this manner. I would also like to ask that you please silence all cell phones during the ceremony. Again, thank you for your cooperation. Please stand, and gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Tonight, the national anthem will be sung by district choral members Amanda Dincher and Katie Wedge. The band will be directed by senior drum major Victoria Autiri. Let us all now remember for a moment family members and friends who are not here with us tonight on this special night. Tonight's welcome address will be presented by class of 2017 member Miss Emily Reeves.
Imagine waking up in a misty wood with the fresh scent of pine and foreign animal tracks surrounding you. At first, the wood may seem chaotic and even scary as you wonder whose tracks those are. However, as you mature and grow, you learn that those tracks belong to a friendly deer, and the wood begins to feel more peaceful. It may even start to feel like home. To me, this image perfectly demonstrates our experience at Bradford High. Back in August of 2013, right after a powerful thunderstorm, we awoke to find ourselves in the halls of Bradford High. Strange and new, many of us were confused or scared as we looked for the fourth floor pool and worried about Freshman Friday. We sometimes saw upperclassmen as scary and ourselves as insignificant. But through various classes, clubs, and sports, we realized upperclassmen were just like us and even befriended them. Now, we are congregated here tonight to celebrate our successes and say farewell to our home in Alma Mater. From remembering to ride the Black Bear bus and go to the raccoon classroom in kindergarten, we have certainly grown a lot. Throughout high school, we learned responsibility and leadership. Every year, we helped to ensure prom was a success, even though we had no obligation to do so. We saw the junior classes in need of help, and our classes selflessly assisted them. Some of our classmates even set up our own senior prom. I think this speaks volumes about the character of our class and our selfless charity. Through this all, we grew. For instance, some of us replaced broken phone screens for free. Some of us are active members of Key Club. Some of us represent our classmates in student council, and some volunteer in the community. Regardless of the specific activities and clubs we have participated in as individuals, all of us have given up something to make Bradford High School and our community a better place. This is truly commendable, and because of our charity, I know that our impact will not be soon forgotten. Another striking characteristic that defines our class is our undying school spirit. Even though we did not win every cheering contest at pep assemblies, we could always depend on each other to go all out on spirit days. Our class supported all of our sports and the marching owls. We cheered for each other and believed in each other. I even remember seeing some kids go to cross-country meets, and trust me, you need a lot of school spirit for that. As we prepare to leave Bradford High tonight, I know our school spirit will leave a mark as the school staff and administrators remember the day that we all cross-dressed for the sake of Spirit Week. And through this all, we grew a little more. In addition to these characteristics that have always defined the class of 2017, I believe that, through the guidance of everyone here, we are truly prepared to go out in the world. Our teachers have taught us responsibility and time management, but more importantly, they have shown us mercy. At Bradford High School, the teachers truly care about each of us, and if we fail to complete an assignment because our internet went out again or our dog got sick, they understood. When we needed help, our teachers were there. And if we needed a slight extension on an assignment, we could often get it. As Abraham Lincoln once said, I've always found that mercy bears richer fruits than strict justice. Strict justice may breed contempt, but through the mercy of our teachers, we learned compassion. We grew and learned that it is okay to forgive. And most importantly, we learned how to give mercy ourselves. From our teachers' mercy, we became those richer fruits that Lincoln mentioned. As we adjusted to our life in high school, we continued to grow, not only as students, but also as young adults who are ready to go out into the world and seize the day. Furthermore, throughout our 4 years at Bradford High, we were all prepared for our future careers: medicine, machine technology, computer science. We have qualified classmates among us tonight who have the amazing opportunity to pursue careers in these fields and others, thanks to the career classes offered here at Bradford High. Likewise, we have students who will go to college or technical school to further their education. Some of us are still trying to figure out what exactly we will do with that education, such as myself, but I know that whatever we do, we will find success. For it was in these halls that we learned the skills, maturity, confidence, and strengths to pursue our dreams and take the world by storm. In this auditorium full of future doctors, tradesmen, and artists, I know that in 5 or 10 years, when we have our first class reunion, we will come back to our alma mater. Yes, we will know so much more than we know now, and we will change, but we will also remember our class bond. We will remember our roots and the school that made us successful. And we will remember how we grew in these halls and classrooms. The mist has lifted in this wood known as Bradford High School, and these halls and classrooms are familiar to us now. Our greatest memories and friendships were formed here. Though we walked in here not knowing which way to turn to get to our next class, we will leave here tonight, ready and unafraid of what awaits, and pass on our torch to the next class. Though we will be gone, our impact will remain, and the cycle of waking up in an unfamiliar wood will start all over again with next year's freshmen. And they will grow just as we have. Thanks to our experiences at Bradford High School, Walt Disney's words ring true for us. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Thank you.
Thank you, Emily. Would you please now welcome a second member of the class of 2017, Miss Morgan Whitlow, to deliver the class address.
Good evening. I am honored to address the graduating class of 2017. Today, I would like to share the one factor that I think unites all of us. It's something that defines all of us highly individualized people with different backgrounds, interests, and personalities, and I believe that is change. We, the class of 2017, are the true generation of change. No, I'm not talking about the kind of change when your braces were removed or you grew the first beard in the school. And not just the profound internal change when you decided to hang up your light-up Skechers for the last time or no longer wear your massive collection of silly bands, although that kind of change is valuable in its own special way. I'm talking about something a bit more significant, how since childhood we have been exposed to an unprecedented amount of change in the world. You might be thinking, yeah, right, nothing new ever happens in Bradford. The most interesting thing to happen here is to get a new fast food restaurant. But as things happen, it's often difficult to connect the dots. In this way, it's probably with the same difficulty that a person from my generation and a person born 200 years ago struggle to realize the significance of events that have transpired throughout their lives. But nonetheless, a lot has happened in the last 18-odd years. We were the first to witness the turning of the millennium, a time of new beginnings. We are the generation that has had such remarkable events happen that just 50 years ago would have been unthinkable. A few good ones: the first African-American president, the legalization of gay marriage, and the rapid rise of social media and technology. Some bad ones: the 9/11 terrorist attacks, the worst financial crisis since the Great Depression, the wars in Afghanistan and in Iraq, and a recent rise in hate crimes. We have felt the loss of such legends and leaders as Nelson Mandela, Muhammad Ali, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, and Prince, to name a few. More recently, this era has been characterized by acceptance of differences. Unfortunately, people have become even more ideologically polarized, and this has produced almost constant conflict in the political sphere. In summary, the world is kind of a mess. These are the moments we have experienced together. And pardon this cliche, but these are the moments that will be in future history books. So, even though it may seem like nothing significant is ever going on in little old Bradford, these events affect us every day. As millennials, we've been framed as a generation of self-absorbed people and wrongly accused of an inability to act. Personally, I find this unacceptable. As I look out at the crowd tonight, there are many among you who have such intense dreams, opinions, and passions built up inside, enough to make the ground shake. The real problem is the constant exposure to this information and conflict. It has made us become almost desensitized to everyday problems. There's also an overwhelming responsibility placed upon us by former generations to essentially fix the world. So, we freeze. We bury our heads in the sand. But like it or not, we are now the guardians of this earth, and it is long overdue for some TLC. I know it is easy to simply ignore issues and to continue to flow with the norm. But as your classmate, I have observed every one of you as we have grown up, and I can say truly from the heart that each of you has some talent, idea, or ability that could change the world immensely. Some of us are guilty of hiding it deep within, with only the occasional visible glimmer, protecting it from the ridicule and judgment that we place upon one another. It's crazy. We all have this connected, boundless power of uniqueness, and yet so many fail to recognize its strength. Bob Ross, the famous landscape painter and one of the happiest people that has ever graced this earth, once stated, "People look at me like I'm a little strange when I go around talking to squirrels and rabbits and stuff. That's okay. That's just okay." And he's right. Why dim your light for the comfort of others? Sometimes we feel unable to break free from our path. Sometimes we fear being ostracized from the people surrounding us. But what I ask of you now is to listen closely to that piece of you, because that is your truth. Just take it and run with it. We are about to embark on uncharted territory, life after graduation. What I ask of you is to take whatever hits you straight in the gut, whatever puts the glimmer in your eye, whatever makes your heart beat just a bit faster, and to unleash it. This is a time for reinventing yourself and to break away from whatever restraints that have withheld your awesomeness. So I challenge you to take whatever it is that makes you special and use it to improve the lives of others. This year was the first time I have ever truly taken charge of my life. I decided that enough was enough. It was time to make some hard decisions that disappointed people I loved, but I knew would ultimately make me a happier person. While it's never good to intentionally hurt someone, you should never ever feel that you have to sacrifice your happiness for another's. Anyhow, after I made these changes in my life, I was happier, felt more fulfilled, and everything in my life magically began to fall into place. And I don't think that's a coincidence. Change, no matter how difficult it may seem at the time, is the ultimate freeing process. Sometimes we must make choices easier said than done, but ultimately they align more closely with our individual life goals and passions, and therefore it brings us peace. And so now we're here. Finally, we are here. We've been through all of this, yet compared to the rest of our lives, it seems like the most change is yet to come. I want to say a special thank you to my friends, my parents, and my teachers who encouraged that little voice to eventually drown out all of the other ones. Some of you have changed my life forever. You know who you are. Class of 2017, a lot of us are on the brink, looking for a solution to our problems or an answer to our questions. I'm going to leave you with a quote by our former president. "Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek." So, class of 2017, stop looking for the change. Be it. Thank you.
Thank you, Morgan. Next, I'd like to introduce our commencement speaker, Mr. Sam Crowley. Mr. Sam Crowley is a speaker, author, trainer, podcast host, and serial entrepreneur. Mr. Crowley is also a 1986 graduate of Bradford Area High School. While at Bradford High, he played basketball and also Legion baseball he was involved in a number of activities, including Key Club, prom and homecoming committees, and student government, where he served as his junior class president and also as student council president during his senior year. As a podcast host, Sam's motivational podcast, Every Day is Saturday, is heard in over 100 countries with over 10 million downloads since going live in 2006. Sam left his Fortune 100 job many years ago because his oldest daughter, Madeline, used to ask him, "Daddy, is tomorrow Saturday?" He made a promise to his daughter that someday soon, every day would be Saturday, hence the creation of his global brand. Sam's most recent book, titled One More Breath, was published in 2016. The book chronicles the journey of his daughter, Susan, born at just 1 pound in August 2014, and how she's defied all odds to be at home with her family after 220 days in Children's Hospital. Sam lives in Cincinnati, Ohio with his wife of 19 years, Angela, and their 4 daughters, Madeline, Laura, Paige, and Susan. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Crowley back to Bradford Area High School.
Okay, wow. I don't know who had odds on a couple of things, whether I'd stay married 19 years or I'd actually be the commencement speaker at some point in time at Bradford High School. Those of you that know me know how awesome that is, both of those, and I don't take it lightly. Thank you, David. I appreciate you having me back, the class of 2017. The parents, the students, the faculty, it's just amazing. I thought for a minute about actually writing a speech. And then again, if you know me, you know that probably isn't a possibility because I can't stay focused for more than about 3 seconds. So I thought, in the spirit of authenticity, which I would encourage all the graduates this evening to do as you embark on whatever journey it is, whether you're going off to a higher education, service to our country, a trade, whatever that is, to be authentic. Because at the end of the day, that's all you have. I remember being in this same assembly hall in the auditorium in 1986, the day before graduation, and the lead faculty member of student council declared this was the worst student council in the history of Bradford High. And I thought it was awesome until I realized I was actually a student council president and thought, gee, that joke's not so funny right now. So I want to apologize to everybody back in 1986 for running the worst student council in the history of Bradford High. Quite an honor to have, quite an honor to be here. And I also remember the next day being at graduation, just like our graduates here. Y'all look so beautiful and put together. And I thought, boy, when's that speaker going to be done? Because the only thing standing between me and getting my diploma is this guy that's up there bloviating for a bunch of time. So don't think for a minute that I'm not keenly aware that the only thing standing between you and your diploma is me, okay? So I will make this very short. But hey, look, in the spirit of authenticity, I want to just share my personal story with you, as short as it is, to inspire you to go off and do whatever it is that you want to do. I've seen so many people already that I know from back in the day. They have graduating children tonight. They have children that have already graduated. And the first thought is, damn, you're old. You're old. I have a 16-year-old daughter who's going to be graduating in a couple of years myself. 4 daughters, as David mentioned, Madeline, Laura, Paige, and our baby Susan, who's our miracle baby. She was born at 1 pound. My wife delivered her at 24 weeks 3 years ago. And she, through the just amazing technology at Children's Hospital, where they perform 50% of the airway surgeries all around the world, happens to be in our backyard. And we were fortunate enough for that. And when Susan was born, she was given about 2 hours to live. That's about it. They said, why don't you stick around, Dad? We've got everything prepared, and you can say goodbye to your daughter. That was it. But my wife and I didn't take that for an answer, because that's not how my mom, the great Catherine Crowley of 9 Elm Street, raised me. And those of you that know my mom know she's a tough old bird. And if you saw her in tops or you saw her walking around, she had no problem telling you what it is. And I took that with me as well, and I told the doctors, no, that's probably not going to happen. We're going to stand on our faith, and Susan's going to make it. 2 hours turned to 4 hours, which turned to 8 hours, which turned to 2 days. And we got that dreaded phone call that no parent wants at the second day that said, why don't you come on down and say goodbye to your daughter? And we did. We went down and we said hello to our daughter. Just like every single one of you graduates here, if I could just give you a pill to take that says when you go out into the world, you're going to face adversity. You will go into the valley. There is no doubt it's going to happen. But it's the mountaintop. It's where you end up that's the most important. And I promise you, if you just pass through the valley, you will end up at the mountaintop. Does that make sense? You will not stay there. You will get hit with adversity. You might be like myself and not make it through college, okay? You might get a bad grade. Student loans mount up. You may go into the service in your trade and things don't exactly look the way you thought they were going to look. But let me tell you, that is not the end of the story. And when we were told that go down to say goodbye to your daughter, we went down to say hello to our daughter and welcome her back. And she made it. And she made it a couple of days, a couple of weeks, a couple of months. She got trached after her 4th month, which means she got a tube put in her trachea to breathe. And all we kept saying was, just take one more breath, Susan. Just take one more breath. Because growing up on 9 Elm Street and being part of the Bradford community, quite honestly, graduates, that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to just take one more breath. Those moments that I wasn't playing basketball at Callahan Park or baseball out at Pitt Field, it was a little bit lonely, being the youngest of 8 children. My dad left my mom to raise all 8 of us by herself in 1968 when I was only 3 months old. And you don't get to vote, what happens. You don't get to pick your parents, and here's news, you don't get to pick your boss either, okay? So all of this stuff, I don't want to be a downer tonight, okay? But some of these things are going to happen. But my mom did not get dealt the greatest hand in life. But I found out really quick that if you surround yourself with a few people who will lift you up, who will hold you accountable to doing better, to being different. It's great to be different. Let me tell you, there's going to be haters out there. Do you understand that? There's going to be people who want to take you out, but that's not a reflection of you. That's a reflection of them. And life isn't lived on Snapchat. I'm sorry. Life isn't lived on Instagram. I'm sorry. The spam accounts with 1,000 likes are cool when you're a senior. It's not so cool when you're out there in the real world. Communication is currency. Does that make sense? The ability to communicate. When you go for that first job, when you build that first business, when you go for your first loan for your business or your home, you need to be able to communicate in more than 140 characters. There's more than just a Snapchat happening out there. You speak to your loan officer, they want more than just a selfie, okay? And I'm just telling it like it is because it's in the spirit of authenticity. And with our daughter, when she got that trach tube, we knew that we had passed through the valley. And man, I'll tell you, she came home after 221 days to join my older 3 daughters and my wife and I on a ventilator, fighting for one more breath. The journey wasn't over, but we knew we made it through the valley. And you're going to be faced with those same exact challenges. And here's the question that you need to ask yourself. Are you ready? Do you want your problems to go away, or do you want to grow larger than your problems? I chose the latter at almost every single turn. Not perfect. Life's not looking for perfect. Life loves imperfect. The marketplace rewards imperfection, meaning you bring your authenticity and you add value to the marketplace, you will be compensated in whatever you choose to do. But the greatest failure in life is to be a sellout, to follow the herd, to do what everybody else is doing. Can I tell you how many friends I still have, from many years ago when I decided to go for it, to launch a podcast that's downloaded over 10 million times? I took, mocked, ridiculed, made fun of, absolutely, but I know I wanted one thing, and that was to be a dad. That's all I wanted to be. That's all I ever wanted to be. The only thing, when my dad left in 1968, for my mom to raise eight of us by herself, the only thing I was ever focused on was being a dad. This wedding ring means everything to me. That's the commitment. It's a promise that you make to yourself. My father passed away 2 weeks ago. I met the guy twice actually. The first time in 2012, I looked him up, and I went to Annapolis, Maryland to meet him. My mom died in 1997 up here on 12 Emory Avenue, right above the hospital, having a cigarette like she did every single day. She died of a heart attack at the age of 69. She was the rock of our family. It crushed me because she got me through. Her and the entire Bradford community got me through some really tough times. And I went to see my dad just to forgive him, just to say, I forgive you. Because when you hold that poison inside of your heart, it's not the other person that ends up losing. It's you that ends up losing. You're the one that's drinking poison waiting for the other person to die. And that's not a healthy way to go through life. And I got rid of all of these, and it was very challenging to do. All of these things that I talk about now, it didn't happen at the age of 18, at the age of 17. I was sitting out in an audience just like you were, thinking I had all the answers. I'm going to go rock it out in the world. Here we go. College dropout. Here we go. But it was just a valley. That's all it was. Back up to the mountaintop. Moved to Buffalo, New York. Connected with a friend from Bradford. That's all it took, a friend from Bradford. It was always a friend from Bradford that was looking out for me. It was everybody here that helped raise me. Little Sammy Crowley, 9 Elm Street. I would have dinner at their house. I would go with their family at different events. I would sit on their porch up on South Avenue. It was always that. And when our daughter came home on the ventilator with all those tubes connected to her, it was a state of gratitude. Now she's off the ventilator. She'll be 27 pounds. That's what she weighs now. She'll be 3 years old in August. And that's the power. That's the miracle. That's what happens when you stay up and don't allow yourself to be dragged down. There's a lot of people and a lot of circumstances that are going to try to drag you down. Here's my last plea for you. And some of you are saying, this is awesome. He's done. This is great. Don't follow the herd. No matter how much you want, don't follow the herd. Blaze your own trail. Take that mess that you perceive right now. I'm an ex-stutterer. Those of you that know me back in the day, you know me. I used to hop up and down on one leg trying to talk. I couldn't get a sentence out of my mouth. I used to call a buddy and hang up the phone because I couldn't get the name out. Just shared the stage with Tony Robbins up in Toronto a couple of months ago. I've traveled to Australia, the UK, all over North and South America. Sam from Bradford? And I always bring up Bradford. And everybody's like, where the hell's Bradford? I said, it's the home of Zippo lighters, baby. Case knives, Kendall motor oil. You got to get you some. Get yourself to McKean County. And people in Sydney and Australia are like, this guy's out of his mind. I ain't going to no McKean County. I always bring Bradford, Pennsylvania with me, wherever I go, whatever stage I speak on. On my podcast, I mention it all the time, all over social media. I'm so proud of the community that raised me. And I would encourage you as well. Take a breath. Enjoy tonight. Enjoy the next few nights. And understand your best days, they haven't even happened yet. And take one more breath. Thank you, class of 2017. Bradford.
Well, thank you, Mr. Crowley. Sam, it's a unique presentation that we've heard tonight, and certainly inspirational to say the least. So, at this time, I would like to recognize 7 of our seniors: Cheyenne Armstrong, Victoria Attiri, Bryn Mannion, Buddy Miller, Emily Reams, Morgan Whitlow, and Hannah Woodell. These students achieved advanced level scores on all 3 of the state mandated Keystone exams in literature, algebra, and biology. Again, thank you for your efforts, and we certainly appreciate that. I would also like to refer you to your programs to note that all the students who achieved a rank of advanced in 1 or more of the Keystone exams are noted on your program with asterisks. These students are also to be commended. Once again at Bradford Area High School, we're honoring our top career and technical education student. Bradford Area High School is a comprehensive high school. We offer a full academic curriculum and a challenging career and technical program in one school and as one unified curriculum. This provides students with many exciting educational and career opportunities. We're very proud of the accomplishments of our career and technical students and we strive to maintain quality programs to train and prepare them for a future in their chosen field. I would like to introduce our top career and technical education student from the class of 2017, Gina Ruffner. Ms. Ruffner is a student in our child care program and plans to continue her education at the University of Pittsburgh, Bradford, where she will major in early childhood education. I would like to ask Ms. Ruffner to please come to the center of the stage, where Ms. Morgan will present our Career and Technical Honor Medallion. Congratulations, Gina, and good luck in your future endeavors. At Bradford Area High School, we honor our seniors using the Latin scale of summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude. Students qualifying in each of these areas received their medallions prior to tonight's ceremony and will be wearing them across the stage. Students wearing gold ribbons represent summa cum laude honors. To achieve this honor, students maintained a cumulative GPA of over 100% and a grade of 80% or higher in at least 3 advanced placement classes. Students wearing silver ribbons represent magna cum laude honors. These students maintained a cumulative GPA of at least 95% and a grade of 80% or higher in at least 2 advanced placement courses. Students wearing white ribbons represent cum laude honors. They have maintained a cumulative GPA of 90%. I would like to now present the class of 2017. Mrs. Pudi, I'm honored to present to you the Bradford Area High School class of 2017, and I ask you to join me.
Ladies and gentlemen, by the authority vested in me by the Bradford Area School Board and the Commonwealth of the State of Pennsylvania, I declare that the persons before us, as listed in the program, are graduates of the Bradford Area High School, entitled to all the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining. Congratulations, class of 2017.
Thank you. And at this time, I'm pleased to present the 137th graduating class of Bradford Area High School. Tonight, the diplomas will be presented to our seniors by Mr. Ken Kaufman, Dean of Students, and Mrs. Catherine Pudi, Superintendent. As each of our graduating seniors exit the stage with their diploma, Mrs. Jennifer Morgan, Director of Special Education, will hand them a single red rose. The seniors are asked to present this rose as a symbol of their gratitude to an adult in their lives who has made a difference and has been a positive influence throughout their educational career. Also on stage tonight to congratulate our graduating seniors is the President of the Bradford Area School Board of Directors, Mr. Paul Ridley. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2017. Emily Rose Reams, summa cum laude. Gina Brienne Ruffner, cum laude. Kara Frances Webster, summa cum laude. Morgan Lynn Whitlow, summa cum laude. Cameron John Abbey. Gage Roland Ackley, magna cum laude. Thomas Alcorn. Hunter T. Alexis. Dawson J. Ambrose, cum laude. Kalika Aliyah Anderson. Cheyenne L. Armstrong, summa cum laude. Nicholas Andrew Arnold. Olivia Jonna Artieri. Victoria Elizabeth Artieri, magna cum laude. Ryan Kenneth Bailey. Austin Began. Alyssa L. Bellamy. John R. Blackwell III. Caitlin Clista Blake, cum laude. Jared Matthew Bleem. Matthew Ryan Bozer. Jacob Donald Bridges. Zethan Brome. Kaylee Ann Brown, summa cum laude. Kylie Mae Brown. Angel Marie Breyer. Brianna Christine Buck. Andrew Bunting. Stephanie Ann Burrett. Gustavo Angel Calderon. Elena Christine Carnegie, cum laude. Adam Christopher Carey, cum laude. Jason T. Caskey, cum laude. Rachel Lynn Chapin. Riley Rose Charnisky. Rachel E. Close. Alexander Troy Capella. Michaela Costello. Alex Lee Doffenbach, magna cum laude. Tyler Anthony Davis. Carly Ann Dietz. Ryan Paul Dickinson. Cassandra Dietrich. Amanda Dincher, cum laude. Tyler Jacob Dixon. Tana Lynn Eblin. Joshua Vincent Egger, cum laude. Derek Ekus. Sarah May Eliason, cum laude. Kieran Ellis. Hannah Elizabeth Irvin. Logan Michael Esrick. Lauren Renee Eschbach. Hannah Elaine Florentine, cum laude. Robert Michael Forbes, summa cum laude. Michael Richard Frederick. Molly Marie Frederick. Jared Michael Gallagher. Dylan John Giordano, magna cum laude. Charlotte Caitlin Green. Brandon T. Griswold. Samantha Jean Gross, cum laude. Thomas M. Guay. Adam P. Guthrie. Brandon Scott Halleck. Gavin Hart. Caitlin Marie Hartman, cum laude. Erica Jo Hatch. Lauren Nicole Hefner. Ashley Quinn Hennard. Colton Marcus Herbertine, cum laude. Katie Jane Hewitt. Nathan Christopher Higby. Sophie Patricia Hoffman, cum laude. Christopher Howard. Jeanette Rose Howard. Angel Leah Hutchings. Christopher Johnson. Jack Henry Kellum. Brendan Michael Kelly. Alexander Thomas Kelly, magna cum laude. Cody James Kennedy. Renee Ann King, cum laude. Kyle Jeffrey Kirk, cum laude. Peyton Nicole Kloss. Zachary Koch. Rebecca Lee Kreiner. Kevin Kreis. Kristen Lindsay Lemmer. Abigail F. Laposa, cum laude. Kaylee Ann Lineman. Emily A. Little, cum laude. Skylar M. Llewellyn, magna cum laude. Janelle Ray Lockwood. Justin Thomas Lorenzo. Cameron Michael Love. Lauren Elizabeth Luther, cum laude. Nathaniel Michael Mackey. Tasha Renee Mangel. Bryn Elizabeth Mannion, magna cum laude. Amanda Maza. Zachary Thomas McCammon. Wyatt Gerald McCann. Brooke Marie McGriff, cum laude. Josephine Morgan McHugh. Brianne E. McKinney. Ryan D. McNeil. Dawson Tucker Mealy. Brandy Lynn Mealy, cum laude. Brienne Catherine Miller. Buddy Devin Miller, summa cum laude. Cody Mountain. Megan Claire Myers. Matthew O'Brien, cum laude. Catherine N. O'Neill. Brittany A. O'Toole. Jonathan M. Pashkow. Sarah Payne. Jack David Pecora. Madison P. Pahansky, cum laude. Austin William Persing. Kyla Tyann Marie Pessia, cum laude. Abigail Peterson, cum laude. Harley David Peterson. Helena Peterson. Christina E. File, magna cum laude. Devin Phillips. Jared Jackson Adams Pacholi, cum laude. Daniel Caleb Piccolo, cum laude. Natalie Ann Piganelli, cum laude. Cameron Leslie Piscatelli, cum laude. Catherine Bria Plogger. Amy Lynn Priest, cum laude. David Vincent Quick. Kylan Nicole Quick, cum laude. Haley Ransom. Molly Lynn Reed. Jaden Michael Joseph Renko. Alexianne Nicole Riley. Stephanie Elise Reimer, cum laude. Morgan Mackenzie Rogenbaum, summa cum laude. Hannah Renee Schutz. Jared Patrick Schwab. Destiny Rose Schweitzer. Patrick Walter Sheridan. Kirsten Kathleen Sifrin. Maya Nicole Seeley. Justin Michael Sykes. Lacey Michael Skaggs. Mackenzie Paige Smith, magna cum laude. Marissa Marie Smith. Tabitha Marie Smith, cum laude. Zena Smith. Nicholas Spencer. Wesley Eric Stahl. Serena Marie Stallman. Courtney Michelle Steibel. Jacob Michael Stidham. James Thomas. Ethan Edward Trott, magna cum laude. Sarah P. Sabelas. Jared Mendel Turek. Chance Joseph Vecchio. Brandon Michael Veit. Mitchell Lewis Vlemix, cum laude. Katie Wedge. Brianna Catherine Wells, cum laude. Mariah C. Whiteman, cum laude. Carrie Jean Wickett. Robert A. Williams. Stephanie Ann Wilt. Hannah Jo Waddell, cum laude. Mackenzie Lee Yerkowitz, cum laude. Victoria Lynn Zamberlin. In absentia, John David Draco. Harry Gardner. Robert King Jr. Brian T. Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, the 137th graduating class of Bradford Area High School, the class of 2017. Would you now please welcome our third speaker from the class of 2017, Ms. Kara Webster, to deliver the farewell address.
Thank you for attending and joining us at the graduation of the Bradford Area High School class of 2017. Before I begin my farewell, I would like to take this moment and opportunity to thank all the people who work behind the scenes in and out of this building. I am talking about all the staff, teachers, and even parents who have helped all of us reach this point in our lives. Whether it be lending out a helping hand or just being someone us students can talk to or laugh with, your role is often overlooked but doesn't go unnoticed. So on my behalf and the graduating class of 2017, thank you for everything you do day in and day out. Now, fellow graduates, I want to go back to the beginning of our high school career and recall that common phrase that we hear time and again, that our time here in this building will fly by before our eyes, and before we know it, we will be walking across the stage and getting our diplomas. Why time seems to move far too fast, and even in some parts of the year, creepingly slow, is unbeknownst to me. But now that I am graduating, of course I feel nostalgic. Although I am more than excited to start this new chapter in my life, and I'm sure that I am not just speaking for myself when I say that, I can't help but look back at different high school memories and feel sad that it's over. Maybe it's because we have grown up in a culture that emphasizes high school and are constantly exposed to movies that play out high school as a place for idealistic discovery of oneself, or the epitome of teenage rebellion and independence, and truly fulfilling our psychological goal of identity versus role confusion. Whatever the reason is, we as a society place a huge emphasis on not only the high school years, but also just our youth in general. Taking advantage of these 4 years in our life and trying to get the most out of our high school experience is a message that is consistently delivered to not only high schoolers here at Bradford High, but nationwide. I get it though. I understand trying to tell someone, hey, make the most out of what you got when you have it. However, there is one thing that I have heard from adults that I think is misleading, and that is that high school is going to be the best years of your life. I plan on living a long life, hopefully one that is both fulfilling and rich with experience. So, if my high school years, 4 very short years, which have already passed me, are the best years of my life, then I have a sad life ahead of me. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be thinking for the rest of my life about how I wish I was back in high school or reminiscing 4 years that quickly fell through the cracks of time. Of course, it is normal to revisit memories and feel bittersweet about the simple yet somewhat complex world of a high schooler. Of course, when I finally step out of this building for the last time, it's going to be a witch's brew of emotions. I am without a doubt going to miss high school, or at least certain parts of being at this age. I'm even starting to realize that more as my time as a high schooler has come to an end. Nonetheless, I don't think you should dwell in the past for too long. You must look to the future with hope and faith, but also appreciate the present to help you grow and be ready for that future. I think as humans, we all have a part of us that is obviously our core personality and who we may be defined as. Often, other than that, to live a truly fulfilling life, we must always continue to grow and tap into our inner potential. So why set a limit to that growth to only 4 years? Only we can set our personal limits, and why wouldn't you want to transform into the most beautiful version of yourself? Who knows? High school might be one of the best parts of your life, and that's okay. However, at this present moment, to have that kind of mentality and thinking that when you are young is going to be the highlight of your life can be drowning, and can leave you feeling like you have to encapsulate and capture every moment as it's quickly passing by. And that can be mentally taxing. This obsession with our youth can even sometimes cause us to stop and not fully be in the moment, even though we are fearful of that exact circumstance. Every moment in our lives is rich with beauty, even if it is hard to see or discover at certain times. Whether that be the people around us, certain events in our lives that might take place, or even the setting in which you live in, you can learn so much from everything you encounter. I ask all of you to try and appreciate every waking moment, but to also not be afraid of the passage of time. With fear of change comes stubbornness. We should allow our souls to be malleable like metal, not too easily impressionable, so that we shall be shaped into whomever or whatever we encounter in this lifetime, but soft enough to be willing to change under the right pressure. Maybe we should let our potential fully blossom and ripen, so that we will be sweet and at peak perfection. Now, I know this is a lot coming from an 18-year-old, but I ask you fellow classmates or anyone in this auditorium to never settle for less and to keep growing as a person. I believe that everyone should strive to become the best version of themselves. Although this is a very daunting task, I believe in you. For the best year or years of your life can be any year, and you are the one that has to rise up and fulfill that. I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Kara. Would you now please stand and join the seniors for the singing of the Alma Mater? You will find the words, if you need them, on the back page of the program. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. Thank you. I'd ask that everybody please be seated before we begin the recessional. I want to thank all of you for being here tonight as part of tonight's ceremony. I also want to remind our seniors and their families that a reception will be held immediately following the recessional in the cafeteria. Thank you again for sharing the night. Please drive safely on your way home. On behalf of the Bradford Area School District, I congratulate our seniors on all their accomplishments and wish them a happy and prosperous future. I ask that our graduates please be safe and responsible as they celebrate tonight's great accomplishment and move forward with their lives. Best wishes to the class of 2017.